The history and the lore behind the Monster High franchise is extensive and complex, and it dates back about 15 years from 2010 until now and is still running and going strong. The franchise is full of eras of adoration, popularity, as well as some controversy and more. Although their main focus is providing dolls for young children and young teenagers, as well as some adult collectors, Monster High has its roots in creating diversity, provoking and promoting change, as well as encouraging ideas of being different and subtly making some political and social statements. My name is Alyssa Rieger. I am a longtime, long-standing fan of Monster High and its franchise as I collected dolls and watched the movies of the franchise as a child. The history of Monster High begins with fashion doll designer Garrett Sander and his brother. They worked for Mattel prior to the creation of Monster High and were contracted to develop a project aimed towards older children and younger teenagers. Their research at the time, so around 2010, showed that these adolescents were more interested in Gothic styles and aesthetics. Um, so the project was largely inspired by these kind of edgy designs, as well as classic films such as Elvira, the Mistress of the Dark. Despite success, much of Monster High's various eras are rife with pushback and controversy, even though a large part of their fan base and their overall uh, received inclinations have been of success and have been successful. For example, there have been a few instances of insensitivity and loss of consumer base, especially within the first generation. So, starting in that 2010 until about 2014, 2016 era. This is seen in the existence of a stereotypical Native American character that wasn't tribe specific and wasn't based on a specific monster like the other characters of the Monster High franchise, such as Frankenstein, Dracula, and werewolves and monsters of that nature. The only explicitly Chinese character has golden skin, which has since been viewed with disdain as an accidental nod to offensively stereotyping people of Asian descent as being yellow or having yellow skin. Additionally, during the early stages of Monster High as a franchise, there were hints within the lore of characters being queer, but Mattel had some pushback and dismissal of notions regarding characters being canonically officially announced as being queer due to fear of backlash by the consumer base. Even body types at that period of time were found to be an issue as the only female body types present in the Monster High dolls of that time were extremely small, petite bodies, resulting in some consumers believing the dolls to be promoting eating disorders. In 2014, Monster High quality of the dolls and sales dropped, resulting in a largely unsuccessful reboot in 2016. In 2020 onward, however, Monster High started producing dolls that were aimed towards adult collectors, collector dolls such as Pennywise, Elvira, and the Grady twins were produced, as well as a new generation, a G3 generation, was released of characters that were rebooted, revisited, and the lore was changed as well. Um, Outright queerness and racial sensitivity has also since been readdressed in the newest generation of Monster High. Um, More diversity has been smoothly incorporated into the main lineup of characters. And as of January 2025, 7 different body types are now available in the newest generation of dolls. as well as the majority of characters being of diverse ethnic backgrounds. And there are also characters that are represented with disabilities. Also, newly integrated are characters who are of varying romantic preferences and pronouns and gender identity. There is one confirmed canonically queer couple in the television show lore of this 2020 newest generation. And there is also one confirmed canonically genderqueer individual within this newest generation. To conclude, Monster High has had its ups and downs, it's had its controversies, and it's had its successes. But overall, it is a franchise that has made revolutionary waves within ideals of diversity, community, acceptance, and really making sure that everyone is included. Monster High has always been a proprietor of being unique and freaky fabulous, as is its slogan. But their newest generation really exemplifies these ideas even more by showing their support for these diverse communities and incorporating those communities into their franchise, thereby inspiring children, young teenagers, as well as even adults who are collectors. Of a variety of backgrounds and really making sure to represent these people and inspire them. Thank you.